Welcome back to Parsnips and Parsimony, and hopefully when you're watching it is January 1st. Right now it is
December 30th.
December 30th. It's a Saturday, and I am heading off to a wedding. Unfortunately, everybody else has sniffly noses and all that stuff that goes along with this time of year. So they are not going to be going to the wedding. I'm the last healthy person in the family, so I'm going to be going to the wedding, not the reception, and then coming back. So I said it was December 30th. If you guys have been around here for a year, you will remember what happened a year ago, and that was Lillian's birthday, or birthday. We were all vomiting 24 hours prior. So today, a year ago, was pretty rough. And if you'd like to watch her birth story, I will leave the links down below. I have a couple different videos. I have a shorter version, I have a longer version, and then I just have me talking about the birth story. So if you're feeling like watching a whole bunch of birth story information, you can check out those links down below. And we're not celebrating her birthday today with her being sick. She doesn't feel like enjoying her birthday. So we're going to be postponing that probably until next week. And then we'll have everybody come over. We'll have a birthday party, have a birthday cake, and say, yay, she's 1 year old.
Here's a little birthday girl, except she's kind of snotty and not feeling the best. And this cold isn't really that bad, but I still don't like to go out and get other people sick. So we're just not going, other than Janelle, who is not sick. And her parents are going to come and pick her up in just a few minutes. In case any of you are wondering what happened in the last week or so, not really that much. We actually kind of took it easy. We kind of caught up on our sleep. I won't say we totally caught up, but we feel a little more rested than we did before. And if you're wondering how the Snail's Pace Challenge went, not well. I just got that one check on it. The window is it's right over there. It still looks a lot like it did before. It's good to be back vlogging again. And we missed you guys over the last week. One more thing we did is Janelle worked on the blog, getting that in order. It's actually not going to be much of a blog anymore. It's going to be more of a place where you can go for recipes and food and things like that. I'll show you more about that later in the day. There goes Janelle. Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
We will. Have fun. There they go.
And I lost a tooth.
Yes, you did.
I was eating stuff, and then I was like, "That's really hard." And so I was trying to spit it out, and then I figured out it was a tooth. This tooth.
All right.
Right here. A little one was really bothering me.
Was it bloody?
Not really.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, there was lots of food in my mouth. It probably wasn't even bloody. Didn't even hurt.
How was the wedding?
Wedding was good. Weddings are always good. I have $1 from Grandma for Lydia. Where's Lydia?
Oh, for her tooth?
This is for you from the tooth.
I knew it.
Hi, Lillian. Why are you on Daddy's back? She's
Because we're vacuuming.
Place it up.
You're vacuuming. And Grandma, for all the sick people, has a mint for everyone.
And when Janelle was gone, I put a taco casserole, one of our freezer meals, in the oven.
That's impressive.
Janelle's working hard at her webpage, and want to see what she's done so far?
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, did...
Alright, so it doesn't look like a whole lot. There's a whole lot that needs to get changed. It's almost overwhelming because I'm not sure where to change it. But the header's going to change eventually. We're not going to keep this, but I'm trying to lighten this up, and I have to start somewhere. And the big thing that I've changed is when I click main dish, again, there's a lot of bugs that have to be worked out. I have images now, and this will be like a picture gallery where you can look at the food and you can decide, oh, that looks pretty good. I'm going to click on it. And then when they click on it, it should take you to, if it works right, it takes you to the recipe. So that's only taken me 2 full days to figure that out. And I haven't even gotten much past about 8 photos. The main theme of the page is going to be recipes and things that you see me use on our vlogs. However, there are some things that I'm not getting rid of, like the birth stories of some of the kids, some of the homeschool posts of the different curriculums, things like that. That's going to be in here too, but that's going to be kind of tucked away. So the main theme will be food, but there'll be those other posts for other people too, in case you're interested. I was originally thinking I would have an entire week to work on this. And then I ended up editing our Christmas vlog, and that I wanted done really well because my kids love our Christmas vlogs. My mom loves our Christmas vlogs. And so I put a lot of time into that. And after it was all said and done, it was 3 days, about 6 hours worth of work trying to get it done.
Yeah, it was very nice, but you can't keep that up for very long.
And so what that video got, my webpage suffered. So I just started the webpage last night, which is Friday night. And I have today, and then I wanted it all done and ready to go by Monday morning. That's not happening. So it's a work in progress. And we'll see how far I can get with it. I know that you guys aren't the only ones that use it for recipes. I use it for recipes because inevitably they get misplaced on my recipe shelf. And I'll be like, where is that recipe? So I go to my own webpage, but it's not user-friendly at all. And I didn't like the page. I can tell when something looks good and it didn't look good. So I'm finally taking the time to say, this is what I want to change. But now it's the process of learning WordPress and learning about plugins and themes and there's so much to take in. It's like dusting off these books in my brain that haven't been used in ages, and I just want to make it more user-friendly for everybody. So if you go to my site and you're looking for a recipe and it seems to have disappeared, well, it probably didn't disappear. It just got lost in the shuffle. It's still in there. I just have to find it.
You'll be there eventually.
Right.
You may or may not be wondering why Janelle is doing all the computer work and not me, because I know the men are supposed to do the computer stuff in the family. But in this family, the man doesn't know anything about computers other than how to edit a video, and that's about it.
And that's improvement.
That's
like
big
major
improvement.
because when we started vlogging, I was doing most of the editing, and that just...
Yeah, I've taken over the vast majority of the editing now. And you can tell the Christmas video Janelle edited, it looks really good. If I edited it, it wouldn't be nearly as good, but anyway.
But yours don't take...
Yeah, I don't spend 6 hours editing a video. Usually it's, 1.5 to 2 hours.
Yeah,
like
it just depends on the video, on how much we film and how many times the kids run away with a camera.
It is 2 days before the new year, December 30th. So I am writing up my New Year's resolutions. I don't think Janelle has even seen them yet, so you will see them the same time Janelle does.
This is like a...
here it is.
This is like a Janelle's React video.
Yeah, it is. Well, I think you'll be happy.
All right.
I only have 3 this year. Let's see.
Wow.
I'll hold them up so you guys can read them right along with me. Let's see. Finish neatening and organizing the house, shop, and barn by the end of February.
Okay.
Think we can do that?
No. Neatening, house, shop, barn.
Basically everything we own.
You know, I don't think the barn's going to happen.
I think it will. Well, maybe not like perfect, but it will be pretty much in order. Well, here's the deal. We have been working for the last 2.5, 3 years on organizing everything, and it has been so hard because we did so much eBay before. We had junk everywhere, and if you remember the old videos, people are always getting mad at us for all the junk that we hoarded all over the place. We don't really hoard, though, because I'm happy to get rid of it. It's just that we had too much. I guess for hoarding, you're holding on to the stuff. You don't want to get rid of it. For me and Janelle, it wasn't that way. We wanted to get rid of it. We just had too much. So and we've been going through the slow process of getting rid of stuff, organizing what we do have, figuring out what we don't need. And we are getting very close to being done. We just have a little bit of stuff at the shop that needs to be gone through. The barn is, well, the upstairs of the barn is pretty bad.
We didn't touch that much yet.
Yeah, we have work to do. The basement, I think, is a big holdout for the junk department. I really need to go through that, clean it up, organize it. That's going to be the big one. The tools need to be organized. I go downstairs and my workbench is piled with tools. And if there's a tool on the bottom layer, I'm not going to find it. So those need to get organized. It's not nearly as bad as it was. but we're hoping to get it better. First New Year's resolution gives us time, 2 months, to get things in order. And the second New Year's resolution is keep the house, shop, and barn organized in less than 1 hour per day.
I think that's doable because we're almost at that point right now.
Yeah, it used to be we were spending, every waking minute was spent keeping things in order. Well, it's hard to keep things in order when it's so trashy. But when it gets neatened up, then it's easier. And I want to get to the point where it just gets easier and easier, to the point where we just are doing a little bit of cleaning and not cleaning all the time.
And we know that it's part of it is having a place for everything. So again, that falls under the reducing clutter aspect. But it's also, as parents, keeping our heads in the game. Pick up as they go.
Right.
When they're done with one game, they need to put it away. And that's something that it takes, you have to mentally have in your head that so-and-so just took such and such a toy out. Make sure, mental note, that we follow up with that in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Or if we see, let's say Mary running around not playing with the toy, just gently reminding her, Mary, did you pick up your toys after you were done with them? And then following up. And that aspect is probably going to be more of what we need to keep working with the kids. Is a lot of this mess in the house is not necessarily my mess. It's training the children how to neaten and tidy up after themselves. When they play with a toy, they put it away, so on and so forth. So those are just some large family things we know that we could certainly improve on.
And also, when you're in a large family, you ask a child to do something. For example, Peter, pick up your Legos. And then he'll pick up for like a minute and pick up half of them. And then he'll say, oh, Daddy and Mommy aren't around anywhere. Okay, I'm done. And then he'll walk away. And then if the house is a mess, it's harder to pick up on that. But if it's in order, then it's easier to remember. You say, hey, Peter, come back here. And then you stop him from his game that he's playing or whatever he's doing and make him go back and pick it up. Well, that's not really that fun because you have to stop your game and do something you don't want to do. So there's an incentive to get it done sooner. And we've been, over the last, I would say, month or two, we've really been trying to be careful on following through. If we ask a child to do something, we make sure that it actually happens, rather than it gets half done and not completed, because that's bad. It's a bad thing to train your children to do half of a job.
And in a large family, it's easy for parents to get sidetracked with another child. So some children are very good at
sneaky.
Yes, just sliding under the radar, just doing the bare minimum.
Or less than the bare minimum.
Or less than the bare minimum.
If they can get away with it.
If we're so busy with another child or children, sometimes we can miss that. So it's really making sure that Art and I are alert to what's going on in the household and keeping on top of it.
And for number 3, it is continue the cleaning schedule. 2.5 months ago, I made out this cleaning schedule here. It has a date of the month and then a certain area of the house or my shop or yard or something. And everything we own is on here. And then the number is the date of the month. Every month we go through everything that we own if we keep up with this list. Of course, we're going to keep everything in order, but we'll just do that room and have a special focus on it to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. I didn't make any last year.
Really?
Yes. 2017, I didn't have any. Things were just so messed up.
That's
with
right,
Lillian. Yes. Because of Lillian, I had no idea what was going to happen, or how hard of a baby she was going to be, or how easy. It turned out she's actually been fairly easy, but she's a 7th child, so it's hard. Even though she's easy, it was still hard. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen, so I didn't do it any last year. But I did for 2016, and here are my 2016 New Year's resolutions.
Oh.
Yeah, there are 14 of them.
Wow.
Let's see how we did, just for fun. Finish eBay by April. I don't remember if we were done by April. I think we were most of the way done, and we're pretty much totally done with eBay now. And I'm so glad we're done with eBay. It was fun to begin with, but it got just so torturous.
It didn't work well with kids.
No, it didn't work well with kids, and then we got so much junk. But thankfully the junk is gone. Okay, kids' morning routine. Make bed, get dressed, pick up broom. Well,
They know what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they don't usually do it, but they know they're supposed to, and we remind them, and then they do it. But I think we still need to work with them to do it
certainly
without
could be
being
tightened up a
told.
little bit.
Right. Kids' nighttime routine. Teeth, potty, pajamas, and bed. Yeah, we need to work on that one too. But, well, they still know they're supposed to. 4, keep clothing under control.
That's much better.
Oh, that was the huge problem with us. I mean, clothes were everywhere. But now we have too many clothing.
Well, I am more liberal in my purging.
Donating.
In my donating. Like, we've gotten rid of all of the boy clothes. Almost all of the boy clothes. Anything that Peter outgrows is gone. I'm just not storing it. I figure if I were to have another baby and if it was a boy, you're looking at 9 years before they would use the size that Peter got out of. 9 years. Do you think I could find the item that I'm getting rid of between now and 9 years?
Probably. So.
And it's not worth the time or the space or the mental energy it'll take storing it. So that's where I've just gotten rid of, and that's why a lot of those clothes have been gotten rid of, because it's just easier that way.
Yeah, so I think our clothing is under control now. And then kids, quick and cheerful obedience.
They have their times.
Yeah, they have their times.
If you guys have kids, you know that that quick, cheerful obedience is something that they do eventually sort of outgrow. But when you have kids, stair-stepped kids, you feel like you're constantly working on that. So the quick, cheerful obedience doesn't really apply to Charity and John anymore, but it still applies now to Grace.
Yeah.
So it's still applicable, even though it's to different kids.
Peaceful meals. Yeah, they're better.
They're better,
but it's
but we
still
have more
chaotic.
people. We have more people at the table, which makes it more chaotic.
Yeah, we like there to be happy talking during meals.
There's always a lot of talking.
Not the chaos. Chaos is bad. Happy, cheerful talking, even if it's loud sometimes, it's still good. Keep junk off beds. Well,
Was that an issue back then?
oh yes, it was. Oh, remember the piles of junk on the bed every single day, all the beds? And now,
I don't remember that.
yes, now I think we're doing far better. I look at our bed right now. Oh, there's an ambulance on it, a few clothes, nothing too much.
Yeah, that's not too
That's
bad.
about it. But before, there would have been piles of junk all the time. Number 9, get proficient at doing the vlog. I think I've done far better at that, and I can do a vlog from start to finish now, whereas before I would need Janelle's help, but I don't need Janelle's help anymore. Number 10.
Oh, we never did that.
No.
Learn to do a whiteboard. Art wanted to do
The drawing on the whiteboard.
right, the camera shooting down, and you draw the little man, and you have the voiceover. We never did that.
No, you know what? I probably never will, but it was a nice thought. I thought it would be good to do, but it would add to our vlogs, but, well,
You can't do it all.
can't do everything.
Make easy to use studio.
Well, we made it, but it keeps getting cluttered with stuff. But that's one of our last holdouts, too, the studio, so we might get, once we get that cleared out, maybe we can use it more.
Finish snail's pace.
Oh, we did wretchedly
funny.
on the Finish the Snail's Pace challenge.
All right, read the next one.
Oh, yeah. In bed by 11, lights out by 12.
Not happening.
No.
I would say if we're in bed by midnight and lights out by 12:30 or 1, that's a good night.
Yes, and that needs to improve a lot. Let's see. And then number 14, I wanted to make something, a fun toy, but we never did. It's not happening. I'm not adding that to the list this year. I hope you enjoyed the video and seeing our New Year's resolutions, and hopefully we can keep up with them.
Comment below and let us know what some of your New Year's resolutions are, because January is always a great time to reflect on what worked and what didn't work so well, and then make changes. And that's what Art and I we've done every single year, is we look and see what's working, what's not working, and we try to change it. And it's fun to reflect back at some things we improved and some things, well, we failed miserably. But we have another year to try.
Right.
So thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll see you for our next video.
And a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.